Now, one thing that I like to do is I like to sometimes take little files, there's a little round file, and file some patterns in there. Now, I don't want to file on the arms of my bend, on the point where I'm bending, and I don't want to file on the point of the inside bend because I want my harp to be super rigid. You can file a little bit off there, and it'll make it easier to adjust, but I don't like the loss of strength, so I like to file my patterns in the straight. Yeah, we're gonna go do 2 little round cutouts, and a little triangle here in between them. This will not affect the sound in any way, but I just like to give every harp a little bit of a personality. Every harp gets its own little pattern cut into it. I'll repeat the same cutout on this side. Be careful not to take off too much metal. We don't want to go and compromise the structural integrity of our harp. Earlier on I did that with too many harps. I cut too much out of them, especially here and here, to make them easier to adjust. And oh, look at that. Nice little cutout there. Let's give something to the inside. I'm going to add just a little point of interest. We're going to use a half round file here. It's a micro file set. This wasn't an expensive set. I got it from Harbor Freight, probably $7. Yeah, that's looking cool. Every harp gets its own personality. I don't do any 2 harps exactly the same. There we go. Nice little decoration there without compromising the structural integrity. Keep away from filing at this point of your inside bends or outside bends and these points of your inside bends. Let's go ahead. Everything's still properly aligned. I'm going to check it. It's lined up. But for comfort's sake, right here is still a sharp 90-degree angle. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to file that off. So what we're going to do here is I'm going to turn my vise sideways like this. Make sure it's clamped down well. Open it up. In previous videos I showed this. This is a 16-inch 2x4 on top, 8-inch on bottom, screw to just make this sort of T, and I'll put that in my vise just like so that I can clamp harps in there. I'm going to go ahead and clamp my harp to here. These are the style of clamps that I like, these adjustable clamps. You just push in on here and it slides and you got a little wheel. I guess I do need a flat piece of wood, would help. Just using this is a Nicholson mill bastard file. I'm just going to knock that edge where the grip is off just barely. I don't want to take hardly any metal at all, but I just want to get rid of that sharp 90-degree edge. One side. And that makes a big difference in holding the harp, especially if you have a harp. Comfort's a big deal to me. So if I'm holding a harp, sometimes I play a harp 5-10 minutes non-stop. And you want to make the harp as comfortable as possible. And it's the little details in that. Not leaving that at a sharp 90-degree angle. It's just barely beveled. Then we're going to go ahead and take it over to the grinder and just knock the burr off that provided and smooth out on the wire wheel our cutouts for our designs. Hang this back up. And these clamps aren't expensive. They were in between $5 and $10. Okay, let's go ahead and use our wire wheel. We're just going to knock the little burr that the file's left on there. Knock that right off. Doesn't take much. Smooth and comfortable.